Hello, how are you doing, good guys? Hope everyone is doing good, and even me, I'm doing good. So today we are supposed to be looking something to do with bank transaction in QuickBooks. And just to begin with sharing the screen as usual, let me share something to do with QuickBooks. Here we are. So today, as I've just said, our interest is to look how does we record banking in QuickBooks, and I think with that we are going to enjoy more. We are going to look how we do recording interbank transfer, recording bank deposit. We are going to look writing checks, printing checks, retrieving a bank statement, and finally we are going to look something to do with bank reconciliation. Then we will call it banking in QuickBooks. So to begin, the first question we should be asking is how do we create bank account in banking? So for us to do this, we are supposed to come and click list, then select charts of account. As you can see, list is here. Click on lists, then charts of accounts. After creating that, you're supposed to click on account, then select new. Account is here. Click it, then you click new. That we want to create a new bank account. Let's say we want to add bank account. You just click on the banking here or the bank here, then you click continue. So which bank do we want to add? Let's say you want to add ABSA. ABSA, fixed deposit, fixed deposit. This is account we are creating. This one for sub account, you can leave it the way it is. Then you check, you can change the currency, which is the base currency which you are using for. For here, we are using Kenyan shillings. You can use Japanese yen, you can use euro, you can use Canadian dollar, then Agrian dinar. So let's use our currency. Then you save and close. But if you want to add another bank apart from ABSA fixed deposit, we will be doing save and new. So we are just going to save and close and confirm if we have created our ABSA fixed deposit account. We can add one more. If you want to add one more, you just come here, account, then new, then you write bank, then you click on continue, then you add another bank. We can write National Bank, National Bank of Kenya. That is a bank. Then you just leave this the way they appear, the ending, the currency, subtotal, description, bank account number. This you can just leave it. Then you click save and close. We already have the same name. Just click OK. Save and close. We can use another bank. And we can use Cooperative Bank or Diamond Trust Bank. Just write DTB. Then you save and close. Then here we have our DTB Bank. That is all to do with the bank accounts. How we create the bank accounts. What were we supposed also to look? The interbank transfer. So for interbank transfer, you click on bank or banking, then you select transfer. You can see transfer funds, which is here. So this means we want to transfer funds from one bank to another, and that is what we are trying to do. So just click on fund transfer or transfer of funds, then you click date. Let's say on date 15th of March, you want to transfer fund from DTB bank. But I know because we created the bank just right now, you can see the account balance is 0. Let's change bank we want to use. Let's try to use National Bank of Kenya. We have only 200 shillings. Then Kenya Commercial Bank, we have let's use this 904,835. So interbank transfer, you can see transfer of funds here. So we want to transfer 100,000 from National or Kenya Commercial Bank to the ADT, the bank, just ABSA. Let's use this AB or ABSA or DTB. So let's transfer to ABSA fixed deposit. Amount is 0. So transfer amount, just click here 100,000 that you want to transfer. Then you can just click save and new because we want to add another transfer. Save and new. So let's say that on 20th of March, we transfer from Kenya Commercial Bank. Amount we are supposed to be transferring is to DTB Bank. Amount we want to transfer, we can transfer 60,000. Then you save and new. So you can see now transfer funds from DTB. Now the balance at DTB Bank is 60 because you have just transferred some amount from KCB to DTB Bank. Let's record another one. Just come save, which we have done, save and new. Then you come back. Let's use you want to transfer fund from ABSA, which has 100,000, to M-Pesa. So you just come here, then you click 70,000. Automatically the amount at the bank will reduce to 30,000. That is ABSA fixed deposit. So you just click save and close, and you can see ABSA fixed deposit as 30,000, DTB 60,000, Equity Bank of Kenya 100. So let's do another interbank transfer for Equity. Let's remove some amount from Kenya Commercial Bank here, which have 744,835. Let's try to transfer 144,835 to Equity. Just come to banking, then make transfer of funds. Then the date you want to do this is on 22nd, or the date we did this was on 22nd. So we want to transfer from that to Equity Bank. Equity Bank. Let's just write Equity here, Equity Bank of Kenya. Then you click amount you want to transfer is 144,835, and automatically you will see that amount at Kenya Commercial Bank will reduce to approximately 600,000. So save and close. So you can see amount in Kenya Commercial Bank is 600,000, and the amount in KCB is 144,935, and that is how we are supposed to be doing interbank transfer. What are we supposed to be doing again? Recording bank deposit. So the procedure for doing this is you come to banking, then you select make deposit. So just come to banking and select make deposit, which is just here, make deposit. So which deposit do we supposed to, or are we supposed to be making? So here, deposit to Kenya Commercial Bank. Then let's do this. Let's update our date to 24th of March. Then memo is deposit. The currency you can change it, because when we were doing our setting, I set our currency based on multiple currency. So just use Kenyan shillings. Then come here, you receive from. Whom do you want to receive this money from? Because we are supposed to be depositing to KCB. Then receive from. Then are you seeing the arrow here? Just click at the arrow. Then you click Nairobi, ama Sikalimkali, ama Kenya Power, Kenya Real Authority, Tax Agency. The only place we can use, or the only supplier we can get money from, or the only customer we can get money from here is Nairobi ama Sikalimkali. So just click Nairobi Beauty, then receive account. Just click the arrow, receive account, National Bank of Kenya. So write memo. For you to write memo here, you can just write bank deposit, or you can write interbank transfer, interbank transfer. That is our memo. Then you come here, amount. Which amount do you want to make, or payment method? You can see check number, payment method. Let's say we want to pay using check. Then you come here, write the amount you want to transfer, or you want to deposit. So how much should we suppose deposit? Approximately 100,000. Then we just leave all this, because here you can see to get cash back from this deposit, enter the amount below, indicate the account where you want this money to go, such as your petty cash account. So for that reason, you just come here and save. We have make deposit of 100,000 from National Bank to, you can see, Kenya Commercial Bank. So the amount in Kenya Commercial Bank should increase with 100,000. Save and new. That's right. Just tick, then you click OK. And deposited fund in Nairobi Beauty is 1 million. So just save and new. let's say again on 25th of March, we make a deposit, and you can see deposit here. Make a deposit from KCB Bank or from ABSA. Let's just change this to ABSA. Fixed deposit. ABSA fixed deposit account. Then you come and click receive from, which is here. Click just below it. Click receive from Sikali Mikali. Then account from Equity Bank. Then memo. You can just write bank deposit for this bank deposit. Then payment method, let's use check. Then amount we are supposed to be making deposit, or amount we are supposed to be depositing to ABSA fixed deposit account. You just write 50,000. Then you come here, save and close, and you can see amount at Kenya Commercial Bank have increased to 1,700, or say 1.7 million. Then amount at ABSA have also reduced to 80,000. That is all to do with recording bank deposit. The other thing you are supposed to be doing is, how do we write checks in QuickBooks? So you just come to banking, then here we have write checks. And that is why I said for you to do these things very nicely and in a very good manner, you're supposed to be doing something to do with familiarizing yourself with the windows within QuickBooks. Like in QuickBooks, if you just dial or you just click on banking, you will see write checks, you will see order checks and envelopes, then enter credit card charges, use register, make deposit, transfer funds, reconcile, bank feeds, loan manager, then other names list. So for this, we want to write a check. You just come to banking, then write a check, which is on the first row. So just click write check. So to whom should we write check to? We are just going to write check to two banks. So let's say that account name is ABSA fixed deposit account. You can change it by just click at the arrow, whichever you want, from M-Pesa, whichever the bank you want. So just come and click on ABSA fixed deposit account. You can see the ending balance is this, which is 94,935. So date, let's change date. Let's change date to 28th of February. So this date we want to pay to the order of, click here, then to the order of Kenya Power. So you can see Kenya Power and Henry Rotich, whom we enter, or we put its detail into the QuickBooks. So you just come click Kenya Power. So we want to pay to the order of Kenya Power. They are from ABSA. So we are supposed to be banking. We want to write a check from that. Then you come here, click the amount. Just come here, click the amount. For here you will see the account, bank, service, then tax, non-taxable, then amount. We are supposed to be paying 50 or 500,000. Memo, for electricity, for or just write electricity bills. So that is what you want to pay. Then you come and click the arrow here, electricity bill expense. It is an expense, and you can just see it is already here, an expense. Then you just come, you can leave this blank, it will not affect the customer job. You can leave it the way it is. Balance, you can leave the way it is. Then you will see if this has just come. Pay to the order of Kenya Power 500,000 and 00 stroke. That's the way we used to write checks. So just come, click save and new, and you can see the amount at ABSA has reduced to -20, meaning we have paid too much than the amount which is there in the account. So let's try another payment. Let's pay from Kenya Commercial Bank, which has 1.7 million. So let's pay to the order of Kenya Revenue Authority. You can see Kenya Revenue Authority, Stephen. Then date we are supposed to be making this payment is on 1st of March. That is the time it was done. So 1st of March. Then amount, just come, click here, click at the arrow, account name, Kenya Revenue Authority deals with collection of revenue. So just come, you can just click rent expenses. No, you can even write, you are supposed to bank, the bank which is supposed to be writing check from was that. Then Kenya Revenue Authority date, we have the right date. Then the expense, let's add a new. If you come to add new, you just come expense, then you come continue. Then we can just add our account name, tax expenses, tax expenses. Then you just save and close. So we have our tax expenses here. Tax expenses are non-taxable. Just click none. Then the amount we want to pay, let's try to pay 700,000. 700,000. So meaning the amount in Kenya Commercial Bank should reduce to 1 million. So you come, then you can write memo, payments. You can just write payments of taxes. Then you save and close, because that is the only transaction we were interested to do. Save and close. And you can see, if we go back to our accounts, let's come here to list, or you can just come to accountant center. We want to confirm if the amount in Kenya Commercial Bank is 1 million, because we have already make or write check to KRA, which is a tax expense of 700,000. So you just come to accountant center, then you open it. You want just to confirm that if that amount is 1 million. So if you can come and see here, Kenya Commercial Bank, that it is exactly 1 million, and you can see it down here very clearly, and that is what you wanted to record. If you make payment or you just write a check from one bank to another bank, automatically there will be a reduction in one bank and an increase in the bank where the deposit is made. So it is like withdrawal and deposit. If that is not enough, let's look on something. How do we print checks after you writing check? How do we print checks? So for you to print checks, select on print checks in banking. Just come to banking and print checks. You can see write checks, order checks and envelope, enter credit card charges, use register, make this deposit, transfer funds, reconcile, bank feeds, and that is you can do. So just come to banking, then select print checks. Just come to banking, then select print checks. So if you come here, let's say you have written your own check and we have this as our check. You can come and either say new to create another one, or you can just leave it the way it is. So for us to print a check, you come here. I hope you can see where my cursor is, and print. Let's say we want to make or we want to write a check to Nairobi Beauty. Then which account, on which date were we supposed to be using? Let us use 5th of March. Then you come here, click down. What expense does Nairobi Beauty deal with? Let's say Nairobi Beauty deal with business license, or you want to charge business license and permits. So you come license and permit, then you say you want to transfer 200, or you want to write a check of 200,000. After that, you come and write a memo. If you like, you can come here and write business permits. Then you click save and close if you want to save it. But if you want to print check, that is where we are now. How do we print this check? For you to print this check, you come to print, you click on print, then you write check, then you press OK. Printed check number 2, OK. Then you wait as it load. So under this page, you have one check to print for 200,000, just the one we have already created, or the one we have just written to Nairobi Beauty. So you can either write in form of voucher, standard, wallet. So let's use standard. Then we have many options. How do you want your checks to be? If you want to add a logo, you can make it portrait, or you click landscape, whichever you want. You can just play with it the way you want. Then you can click OK, then print. So if you print, I'll just click. If the desktop is connected to a printer, automatically I will print it. So because I'm not connected to any, I just cancel this to make sure I don't print it. But for me to preview, how can I preview this? Because even that is also another option. Before you print, you can also preview or memorize. So for you to memorize all this, just come to memorize, click memorize, then click OK. then okay. So if you come here, you will see the name Nairobi Beauty, then add to my reminder list. I can do that. Do not add to reminder list. Then you just click OK if you want to add to reminder list. That is all to do with printing checks. So the next thing you're supposed to be doing in banking, which is the second last thing, is retrieving a bank statement. How do we retrieve bank statement? And this is the most important part to understand. For us to retrieve a bank statement, click on banking. Then after clicking on banking, select check register. Then select bank and click OK. Come to banking, then click on check or use register. I hope you can see this. You just select check register. Just come, use register. Then you select bank. Which bank do you want to retrieve its statement? Let's say we want to retrieve statement from KCB. Just come to KCB, click KCB. Then after clicking KCB, just leave the page by clicking at this small X. Then you come back to banking, then user register again. Then you can select whichever you want. You can retrieve quick report. And this is all that I have for today. As today is concerned, this is what all the transactions I've done based on Stephen's Consultant and Associates. So to retrieve that is the best process you're supposed to be using. You just automatically just come to banking. Then after banking, check register. So you just come to banking, check or use register, click it, then use register by choosing the bank. The bank of interest is KCB. You can write Kenya Commercial Bank, which is here. Then press OK. If you press OK, this is the amount which is balancing at KCB. So this is the point. Now we are heading to bank reconciliation, which is the last statement. So after retrieving a bank statement, you just restore this, or you can just cancel this. But for you to do a reconciliation, which we are now doing, and we are now starting it now, make sure that for you to do this, you come to banking, then you retrieve the statement. And you can see for Kenya Commercial Bank, the balance or ending balance is 800,000. You record it down, or you can jot it, just jot it down. Then you cancel. So we are now doing our bank reconciliation, and the following procedure can really help you to do bank reconciliation. So after doing retrieval, which we have just done, you come to banking, then reconcile. You can see reconcile here, reconcile. Then we want, which bank do we want to reconcile? We want to reconcile KCB Bank. Then you click on KCB Bank. So the last, and you can see the last reconcile was on 28th of February 2022. So statement date, you can write statement date as today's date is 7th of April. Just click 7th of April. Then ending balance amount. This ending balance amount is the amount we retrieved from the bank statement. And you can remember, by the time you were retrieving, we only retrieved Kenya Commercial Bank statement, which the ending balance was 800,000. So just write 800,000. Then you come here, write 7th of today, that is service charge 0, interest and 0. You don't change that, but you change the date to 7th, today's date. The account, you will just leave the way it is. There is no need, because we are doing reconciliation based on a bank, not an account. It is only a bank, but a bank account is within bank. You can find that, like in bank, you can find there is what also automobile expense, bank service charges, business license and permit. So we only stop at that. So you just click on continue, and this will lead us to checks and payment based for the period 7th April, which is today. So for us to do this reconciliation, you will find that we need to adjust reconciliation period to the last date, and that is what I have done by adjusting the date to today's date. Then you will enter the statement ending balance as found in the retrieval which we retrieved, which was 800,000. Then adjust service charge and interest and dates to the last date of reconciliation period, which was today. Then on the reconciliation page, so this is the reconciliation page where we are after reaching there. On the reconciliation page, tick all the transactions that are within the reconciliation period until the difference here is 0. The difference here we are talking about is this. You can see here it is negative 157,835. So we want to tick all the transactions that are within the reconciliation period. So you just come here, then you tick. You will see the more you tick, the amount increase or decreases. Immediately we will be taking all these, the amount, the difference will be 0. It's when we come and reconcile now. So you come, tick this on 20th, tick this on 22nd, then tick this on 29th. You can see the amount is 1,100,000. If you continue ticking, this is the debit side. So if you come and to tick on credit side, you just come and tick, and you will see our difference is 0. So click on reconcile now, click OK to view your reconciliation report. So you just click reconcile now as we wait our nice report on the screen. And that is all to do with, we want both summary details and both. So you just write display. Okay. So we want to memorize this our report. After clicking on OK to view your reconciliation report, we just come memorize. Then reconciliation, just save and just check the box save in memorize group, then you click banking, then you click OK. Just write OK. That is nice. Okay. So we just minimize this and we have our reconciliation details. Let me just adjust this so that it can be that large enough to be seen. So you will see that Stefanix, just change time new Roman, click on OK. You can use bold, then you adjust this to 12, the size to 12, then just press on or click on OK, then click on yes. So this is our reconciliation, and you can see how nice it is, and we have done it at exactly this time. So this is what is there as reconciliation is concerned. You can see our ending balance. This is the beginning balance is 954,835. Then cleared transaction, we have check and payments, 6 items. We have check 1, 2, transfer 1, 2, 3. Then we have bill print 1. So Kenya Power, the one you are making, we have Nairobi Beauty, then we have Kenya Revenue. Then deposit and credit are 2. Then the ending balance is 800,000. And that marks the end of our banking in QuickBooks. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for keeping too long just for us to have this nice session. May God protect you throughout the night. Thank you. Bye bye.